And hello, thank you for stopping by this another edition of the Wild Card Wednesday from the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. I am Thomas Metal 75, and this is your Massachusetts Beer Reviews Wild Card Wednesday. Bring a beer, wine, or spirit, and I'll ask us don't be a douche. Cheers. We're gonna go around the horn and see what everybody's bringing today. First of all, we are being brought to you by Alex the Beer Master from the state of New Jersey. We got
What's up,
Bumpy
everybody?
Road Brews, state of New Hampshire.
Cheerios.
Beer Man below him from the state of Oregon. And as always,
Cheers.
East Coast Liquor Reviews. Tanner is in southeastern Rhode Island. Cool. And I am Thomas Mel 75 in southeastern Massachusetts. And now we shall go around the horn for the presentation and the pouring or appearance, depending on what you have brought of your beverage this evening. Let's start with Alex, the Beer Master.
Well, today I got the Saranac S'mores Lager.
Ooh, lager, interesting.
Pour that up.
Once more time.
Hell yeah. There we go. That's what it looks like. I wish it was brown, I mean, it kind of is brown, but you know what I mean, like a brownish, like an actual, like it's stout. I don't know,
Right.
but yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like copper lager. So I'll give the smell taste next time around.
Cheers. Thank
Wait,
you, Alex.
Wait, Alex, that's a lager?
Yeah,
Okay. They used to
Natural flavors.
Like
The
a
one that
Loaded with
edge
have
and lager.
no, the one that I was looking for was the porter. That's weird. I'd never seen the lager. Maybe they switched it to a lager.
I'll see if I can find the s'mores porter. I never heard of it. So
Maybe they changed it to a lager.
yeah, maybe. Who knows?
poof. You're long.
All right, we'll come back to Alex and hear the review and tasting notes. Oh, before we get to Beer Man, we will go
Yeah.
to Bumpy Road Brews and then to Beer Man.
All right.
Swipe the wrong screen. All right, Bumpy. Your
When you're
turn.
driving in the autumn sun, make sure you have your aviators on.
Sure. Woo.
That was like Chatio. I take that back. I'm sorry.
You gotta laugh after that.
So we got the double autumn. It's a double IPA from Vitamin C Brewing Company. They're out of Weymouth, Massachusetts.
Nice.
This
Awesome.
one's 8% ABV and canned on date. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. It looks like it was canned the day before my birthday.
Ooh.
Wow.
Cheers.
Is that juice and Voorhees?
Juicing. Yeah, juicing Voorhees right here.
Close up on that portion.
Wow, look at that head. Look at that head. I'll keep the beer down here because I know if I put it up there, then the
Smack.
glass will start to sneak into it.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, the head on this, it's got a kind of nice white, frothy, rocky-esque, soap sudsy head, we'll call it. It's a murky pineapple juice looking double IPA.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
All right. We'll be back to Bumpy in a short while for the review. Luke John, it's like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 a.m. Yeah, he's going to get his last drink in with another 3 hours of sleep before he got to get up for work. All right, Luke John. Cheers. Thanks for stopping by
Cheers.
here. And yes, you're welcome. I stopped by a little bit earlier in your program and was in the chat. It was fun. All right. Let's go to Beer Man in the state of Oregon for whatever he's drinking today.
Okay.
You man.
All right, man. Well, this is called All Hallows Treat. It's an Imperial Chocolate Peanut Butter Stout at 7.6%. So it's definitely an Imperial Stout
Oh, whoa.
from Amagang.
Tanner had
Amagang
that one.
Brewing.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. All right. Now, what am I going to think of it?
Exactly.
This was canned Oh, by Best Buy 127. So it's all good. It's a stout. Handle it. Hold on. This is a dirty a glass mafia for sure because I didn't. We're gonna stop there. Poured about a finger head or so, a little over, actually rising. Tanner head. And then we have a dark chocolate look to it. Definitely a dark chocolate opaque beer. It smells. I get the peanut butter. Let's put it that way. I look forward to this. Cheers.
Cheers. Nothing wrong with a little me on top.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
That came out so wrong. I probably thought that.
Well, I agree to disagree.
Cheers, man.
Wow. Okay.
Where are we going with this?
It's Rhode Island.
All right. If I haven't made a fool of myself already tonight. Okay. What do we got? All right. So I did grab. I got that new Voodoo Ranger variety pack. We're gonna be trying the experimental IPA. This one is 6.6%. Enjoy by. They give enjoy by. It's not canned on. It says 22 January 2023. I did get the variety pack for. What's going on over there, Bumpy? All right. I did get the variety pack for, I think it was $17.50 before tax, so not bad. I believe it came with three of each beer, so there's 4 different beers. But yeah, this is the experimental. I know they do a number. It doesn't say the number on the can, but I'll have to look it up after to see exactly what number this experimental IPA is. Let's crack this open.
Shall
All right. Pour in my black cat glass along with Beerworks. Well, there you go, Alex. How'd I do?
Now that's an Alex the Beermaster pour again. Strike again. Yes.
It is a super clear. There's a little bit of a chilled haze, but super clear. It's a golden in appearance, white sudsy head, tight knit head, a little rocky on top though. With some good retention, about 2.5 fingers, and yeah, that's that. I thought these would be a little bit more hazy, but it's been a while since I've had the Voodoo Ranger stuff. So cheers, guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cheers, Tanner.
Luke John says that you are as in shape as the dude on your T-shirt. The bottle, I guess, the body armor, the body armor bottle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who let the dogs in? All right, Bumpy Road did probably. Yeah. All right, we're going to be drinking on this here product today. It's called the Kentucky Owl. It's their Wise Man bourbon. They do a rye, but this is their bourbon. I have it already poured up. This is a what's the information? This is a 45.5, I believe. Yep, 45.4% ABV and 90.8 proof. And from the information I can find, the product is a blend of Kentucky Owl 4-year wheat and high rye bourbons, along with 5.5-year and 8.5-year-old Kentucky sourced bourbons. All right, interessante. I don't know if I may have done this product at one point. I don't remember. I'm almost done with this bottle. I think I have one more pour out of the bottle. Maybe I'll kill it later and we'll go over that. So I am going to do this with a couple of drops of water like I normally like to do on whiskey reviews. This one isn't super, super dark. It's got a nice copper amber color to it. Almost like it's a little darker than a honey color. Yeah, amber is a good one. And it does have a little bit of legs. It is It is a alcohol liquor product, so nothing super interesting to write home about, but it does look like a good bourbon product. So we'll come back around and talk about that. I'll let this thing open up a little bit, and then once we come to me, it should be in nice prime condition for tasting notes. So let's go and sort everybody from order they came in, and let's go back to the beer master for our s'mores lager. Very interesting.
Yes, according to Legendary Tanner, there was a porter. I might have had that. I don't remember, but we'll have to take a look. I'll have to play Colombo, but that's what we got here. So let's. Yeah, that looks like a great color. Just a perfect lager color, filled to the brim. Smells sweet. Smells like that chocolate, flavor. That kind of like vanilla, like that marshmallow flavor as well. That's what you want. It's time to dig in. Cheers.
He's ready. Salon.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheerios.
Yes, the legendary Tanner is correct on this. It does have that. The vanilla, marshmallow, sweetness, chocolate.
Well, now, Alex, I never had that one. Remember, I said I had the porter. So
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
very new. That's a new product to me. I thought you had the porter when you first showed the can, but I've never seen the lager.
Okay, so it might taste like the porter, but I don't know. So I don't think I've ever had it. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, so I misunderstood. Sorry about that, Legendary Tanner. Even though I did listen to you, I get excited about these.
Thank you, bro. No worries.
So
I understood.
yeah, I'm gonna try to get the porter now, so we can do an examination. Because I still need to do an examination with you on the other beer that I got. The frothy thing. It does taste similar to a s'more, but again, I think I'm going to look for the porter. I don't know if I had the porter. I don't remember. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I'm going to take a look though one day. Sazerac porter, marshmallow. S'mores lager, but I'm going to try to find the porter. The mouthfeel, a little bit of nice thickness, like not like a stout, but it's just not watered down at all. That palate of mine does not feel like it's watered down, which I don't want. So nice and firm. It goes down really nice, but yeah, that's really tasty. I think it would even taste better if they actually had, if it tasted like it tastes like a s'more, like it's supposed to do. But I want to taste that smokiness. That would be good. Because you obviously, sometimes people like to burn their little s'mores, and it's delicious. But this tastes exactly like it, at least in my opinion.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you could get this, yeah, like I said, some marshmallow, which is vanilla, chocolate. Let me see if there's any graham cracker.
A little maltiness, maybe.
A little bit of malt, but not too malty. Yeah, you can smell that burnt sweetness. Yeah, and that is really, really tasty. But I think I'm going to hunt down the porter now. I don't know. I might have had the porter. I don't remember. It's too many beers to remember. I normally would remember, but hey, I'll try to find it out. And we'll maybe do an examination with Jake Tanner, even though we have that other beer to do. But appreciate it. And it's very good. I'll continue to drink this. I'll give you the rating next time around. Cheers.
Wow, their website's terrible. You can't even find information about anything s'mores related.
Yeah, I was just on
their website sucks.
I think what I think happened was they probably to make it more appealing to the mass consumers, they might have replaced the porter with that beer.
I'm still gonna look for it.
That's what I'm assuming happened, but
Don't do it.
I'm gonna look for it.
Cheers, Cheryl.
I'll let you know, legendary Tanner.
Howdy, Sam Smollett.
Cheers,
What's up?
Cheers, Sam.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers, East Coast.
cheers.
Cheers, right back at your night bot. Yeah, up, Sam. What's up? All right, let's go to Bumper
Thank
Road. What's up?
Cheers,
Oh,
Nightbot.
Cheers. Right back at you.
So yeah, I looked this beer up to because I'm getting some kind of funny, weird flavors. Not like funny, but just kind of different flavors than you expect from an IPA. So I looked it up to see what hops are used in it, and it's Citra and Topaz. It just says that they upgraded their malt bill as well. It doesn't give. That was on their Facebook page, so it doesn't really give any other information on it other than that. Besides it being one of their favorite seasonal brews. So aromas on this, it's got this. It sadly smells almost like an oxidized EQ beer a little bit.
That's not good.
Oh no.
Rajopolis would know what that smells like, right?
Yeah, he's
But
never had an oxidized EQ in his life.
Woo! Shots fired.
But yeah, it's got this kind of. It's like an herbal. I don't even know what that. It's like rotted peach, maybe.
Oof. Rotted peach?
That doesn't sound good.
Maybe a slight kind of slight caramel. I mean, the aromas on it aren't that great. So we drink it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Wumpy.
Might as well lunch. Is that lunch?
Yeah, it's kind of peachy, a little bit tangerine. There's a breadiness, like a sweet bread, maybe just a touch of like a caramel note in there. There's like this herbal feel to it, maybe like a little bit kind of like papaya-esque type flavor in there. Kind of caramel starts to build up a little bit more. Starts to taste like it's a little bit like the caramel chews, the ones that are like they're kind of shaped like I don't know discs. Then they have like the little creams in the middle. But instead of the white cream, it's almost like an orange cream. So like caramel and orange cream. So like I said, tangerine, orange, citrusy, all that kind of stuff. Herbalness going on to the finish. It's got a good medium body to it. Carbonation is moderate. It's got a spritz, semi-soft palate feel. It almost tastes like there's like pumpkin puree or something. It's kind of got this kind of. It does have like an autumn kind of flavor to it. It's kind of odd. Definitely a different double IPA for sure. I'm not sure what Topaz brings to the table because it's not on my hop chart. I don't think I've had too many beers with Topaz in them. Maybe just a few, less than a handful. But yeah, Citra usually brings the tropical fruit, including peach, passion fruit, guava. You get like the peach note out of it. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't think it's oxidized, but the aromas just were, I think they're kind of. It's like down to earth. Kind of. I'll have to look up Topaz and see what the heck
Odd. Okay.
notes that they give it. Yeah,
Chocolate orange, or that sounded really good. Kind of some of the
the
flavors.
caramel orange
Or caramel orange, yeah, that sounded good.
Caramel orange cream.
Yeah, that sounded good.
Probably, yeah. They do that. They do that with the raspberry creams. Like kind of like saltwater taffies and stuff like that, but with a little caramel flavor note. There's that breadiness too. Like I said, kind of a sweet bread. So
Cool.
yeah, I think they were trying, and just like can't say what they're really trying for. I didn't brew the damn thing, but
Right.
it's called Double Autumn, and it kind of does give an autumn feel to it a little bit. So,
All right.
All right.
Sweet.
cheers.
Sipping.
Cheers,
I'm
baby.
back with that rating.
Yeah.
Mm.
What else is going on?
What's up there, legendary Jeremy? Appreciate you.
Beer Man has an officially endorsed back scratcher out. Nice.
No.
The head of the scratcher.
Not yet.
Jeez. Let's go over to Beer Man, shall we?
Okay.
Speaking of
Cool.
Beer Man, here he is.
All right.
Let's
So
take
let's
Merch alert. Yep.
Let's twirl this sucker up. Okay. So I was getting a major kind of almost like a candied peanut butter Reese's peanut butter cup. But more on it didn't have the aromas like real peanut butter. It had more of a candied, sugary, like they added sugar to the peanut butter, that kind of thing. But you do get a roasted kind of feel to it as well from the stoutness of it. That nice roasted barley, roasted malts, whatever's going on. But the peanut butter is pretty dominant. It sticks to your nose. Caramel. I get a little brown sugar. Yeah, brown sugar. Yeah. Good lacing, kind of a dribble lacing, kind of a what do you call the legs? Kind of a leggy, maybe kind of lacing. It's a tan head when it has a good rim though. It has good retention, really nice retention. It's keeping a nice top on there. Nice dark opaque beer. I mean dark brown, Tootsie Roll brown maybe. Yeah. So let's get into this. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Lunge.
Curious to what you think about that.
I almost got a banana while I was drinking it. I get banana caramel, brown sugar. I get the peanut butter, but it's very light. It's not super. It's not super there. It's more in the nose. Okay, first of all, the carbonation is kind of a medium low. It's not super pouncy. It's a little zesty though, feeling on the top of the tongue. I don't know, it's kind of like a shimmering bubbliness, but it's silky. It's somewhat smooth, kind of in the body, like over the mouthfeel. The body is definitely a medium light, kind of. Actually, I'm getting more of a medium light. Or maybe a medium. We'll just stick with medium. I'm getting a big Reese's peanut butter cup kind of thing in the middle of the mouth, right above the palate, over the tongue in the center there. If I get the tongue to the palate, I get like this really nice nutty peanut buttery kind of thing going on. The sweetness kind of hits you in the front, and then it starts to bitter off in the back. It's drinkable. It's not terrible. It kind of tastes like peanut butter powder, artificial peanut butter. Like it's just like I said, candy or Reese's peanut butter cups. But then you got that nice bready, roasty kind of back end from the stout. That roasted Mayor Defecti malts, the nice. I like the bready, the brown bread crust. You're getting a little bit of like a pinch of molasses or brown sugar, caramel for sure. It's nice. It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
Commerce Ozzy, cheers. He's drinking the KBS Maple Mega Netflix with us.
Bananas coming. Banana nut bread with the peanut butter. Okay, that's what I got.
You
Cheers.
don't want banana whilst you're sipping it, Beer Man, says Luke.
It's kind of like that yeasty banana flavor or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Bitter in the back. Never heard of that one.
Kind of estery.
In the back. Yeah. What else? Cheers.
Interesting concoction.
And Alex is a founder's celebrity. Yes.
Yes, I love my founders. I will get more. Don't worry. Let's jump.
All right.
So the can on this one's a little bit cut off. It's kind of hard to see, so it does give what number it is at the bottom. But this one says XIPA 8. And their website is saying number 8 is our next experiment. It's a citrusy IPA brewed with Amarillo hops. I was going to say, so normally, not normally, for the most part, usually like the macro, the bigger brands, they tend to give IPAs like this 6-month shelf life. As far as what I know, it's usually like, I think Dogfish does that as well. And this is saying January 22nd. So I'm guessing that this is just a guess. I don't know. This is just a guess that this was possibly canned August 2022. So it'd be 6 months, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that would kind of add up. Yeah. So I'm guessing that this is a little over a month old. Probably like a month and about a week or so, month and a couple weeks. Aromas. And actually, another thing I want to say is Beer Advocate is calling these experiment IPAs American IPAs. So it's kind of a cross between your slightly hazy New England and your West Coast, a little bit of both. Aromas on this. I'm getting big green, like dank, herbaceous, earthy hop notes. And first thing that came to mind was papaya and a little bit of mango and some like lemony / grapefruit. There's a little bit of an underlying caramel malt, some breadiness. And yeah, it smells pretty good. I like it. It's got kind of like it's kind of got the aromas that you would get out of like a fresh New England IPA, like a super fresh New England IPA.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, let's dive into this. Excited to try this. It smells really good. I will say the aroma is excellent at this point. So, cheers, guys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
My
As
dears.
Alex would say, please be delicious.
Yes, there you go.
All right. For the look of the beer, it is a clear golden color beer, but it does kind of have like a creamy mouthfeel. Alex, it is creamy. It's got a little bit of mouthfeel. I'd say the carbonation is about medium. It's got a little bit of a prickly carbonation. Yeah, it is very lemony, citrusy. So I'd say like lemon, grapefruit, and then like papaya on the back end. Decent amount of breadiness. There's a little bit of that malty sweetness. It's not so much in your face caramel malt, but I do get a little bit of like that caramel like sweetness. Breadiness is really. I think there's a good amount of like a biscuity, bready aspect to this beer. So it is kind of given that more of a medium bodied beer. There is a nice like dank, earthy hop resin lingering on your tongue. Finish. Slightly astringent and dry, but also crisp, clean, and refreshing. So I've never really had a just straight Amarillo hop beer. I will say I like this. It's kind of given flavor notes that you would get out of like like I said, like a fresh New England, but you still get that kind of West Coast style with this beer. I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty good, especially for $17.50 for a variety pack. However much that equals for per can, definitely worth it in my opinion. I like this one. I think they did a really good job. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's a good beer. I do like it. Not sure if my math adds up with the how old it is, but it definitely tastes around that month to month and a half mark. So not bad. Cheers, guys.
Oh yeah.
Next time around, I'll have some ratings for this.
Good.
Cheers.
Cheers, Tanner.
Sam is saying in the chat that he's got a beer in his fridge that has both the Talus and the Nelson Sauvin, two of his favorites. He's very excited to try that, and he says that you would reckon that Tanner might be right down your alley there, Tanner.
Yes, for sure. That definitely sounds like a beer that I would enjoy. Cheers, Sam.
Okay.
Let me know what you think of it.
Very good. Beer man, I got to try some Hercules hops in there. Decent. Great for a Pilsner. Yeah, man. Cheers. All right. So I went and grabbed the bottle for the Kentucky Owl Wise Man. You can really see how much I have left. I have to kill that. But yeah, once again, this is a 45.4%, 90.8 proofer. And the back of the bottle here says established 1879. The Wise Man, the artisanal traditions and heritage of Charles M. Dedman and the Kentucky Owl brand have been preserved to ensure that the outstanding quality and spirit of the brand continue withstanding the test of time. And then it says in some old writing English style font, it says crafted by modern world distilling knowledge. This is distilled in Kentucky for, they say by Kentucky Owl Bards LLC, Bardstown, Kentucky, which is the Bardstown Distilling Company. It's got nice embossing. It says Wise Man on the side of the bottle. There's the actual logo looks like. It's a pretty slick looking design. So they do make other bourbons and some rye. They do the Kentucky Owl. There's like a confiscated and a Kentucky Owl mainstay line. They're usually what, like 125, 130 plus dollars, which is ridiculous for any bottle. This thing, when I bought it, was $50 before
Yeah,
tax. And
from
I
what
think
I
I
recall,
looked at showed this to be around maybe 60 MSRP at this point. Everything, including whiskeys and beers, but I've been noticing a lot with the whiskeys that prices are just going up for obvious reasonings due to pandemics or whatever. So let's give it a try. It's again somewhere between 4 and 8 years old, and it's been sitting for a little bit since we've talked. So hopefully it's aerated and I'll be able to get some notes. So I'm going to do a little bit of water with this tasting as well, but I'm going to start neat with no ice and or water added to it, just the spirit itself. And the nose, to me, I'm getting some baking spices. Definitely got a big whiff of some cinnamon and some caramel, some vanillas in there. I'm getting is it a green apple-y note in there a little bit somewhere? I believe so. Yep. Yeah, baking spices, definitely allspice, cinnamon. There may be like a toasty, bready, white bready kind of a note in there too. Definitely vanilla. A little bit of, I mean, I am getting some of the woody notes. It's not a huge barrel char or anything, but I can tell that is there. It's very light in there. So, yeah, it's got your stereotypical bourbon whiskey, American whiskey notes. So let's take a sip on that one neat and see how she drinks. Cheers.
cheers, Eric.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
From what I remember hearing online about that one, I believe it was most of the what is the name of it again? Kentucky Owl.
Wise Man, their Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Kentucky Owl, I think, is their bigger ones. I think that was like one of the ones that they were trying to release that was a more of affordable price.
This is the Wise Man line is, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're not, I don't know, I haven't really looked up much about the Kentucky Owl, so I don't recall what the ages are. I think they're a little bit more aged than this guy. And the reviews have been all over the place, from 2 out of 5, from not the best whiskey, a little bit youthful, to a lot of people, to other people are saying all the way up to it's a good fine sipping bourbon whiskey. I think we'll get to what I truly think about this. But on that taste, let's get another one here.
Shall we? Yes.
Yeah.
The baking spices, the vanilla. I am getting some of the rye spice, a tiny mentholated or mint kind of a note. You get that in the rye malt, but mostly like a black peppercorn is coming out of the rye spice. I am getting some of the green fruits, the pears, and like a green apple. I'm getting rich vanillas. There is a little bit of barrel char mixed in there a little bit. Allspice, cinnamon, sure. And then as it finishes right now, It's not a super, super long finish. And some of the reviews, and I can understand it, that I've looked at say that between the 4 and the 8-year-old blend in this, that's probably less of the 8 and more percentage of the 4-year-old is being blended in there. So it does have a little bit of alcohol heat. It's not crazy. The finish is short enough, for me at least, that the alcohol is not much of a challenge at all. It comes across cinnamon, very cinnamon and rye spices are in there, and the baking spices right after that. That might have been a little bit of chocolate for like a half a second or something, a little bit decadent sweet. So not the sweetest bourbon on the planet Earth, but it has the nice baking spice and vanilla if you want that. So I'm going to add a little bit. I have a straw with some ice water below me. You've probably seen this before. I'm going to do 2 straws of some
Yeah,
ice
put a
water.
little bit of ice cube and you're golden, legendary.
Do anything. Let's try this one more time, shall we?
Shall we, legendary Eric?
Yeah. Yep. I'm not doing very good here. Let me be very careful.
Well, legendary Eric, why don't you just get a little, just a little drop from your bottle? It'll be much easier for
Let me
you.
just be a little careful.
Eric,
There we go. All right,
you
we added.
have a bottle, Eric?
We got it. We watered the whiskey. Got a little bit of water in there. Usually the straw does pretty good, but oh well. All right. Sometimes when you add ice or water, you can see a separation in some of the alcohol, but you can't really see that right now very much.
There you go. You're very clear
We'll
now.
just get some. We'll swirl this around, get the water integrated, and see what it does on the nose.
There you go. Now Eric's clear again. Larry.
To me, there's a little bit more of an alcohol heat actually, which is kind of strange. There's a little bit more of an ethanol presence is coming out. I wouldn't expect that at 90 proof, but I guess there is some here now. More of the rye spice is coming out, more of a cinnamony note, more caramels, and maybe more general sweetness is coming out mixed with your green fruits. But I think the fruit at this point is taking the back seat to the rye, baking spices, and vanilla mixed with a little bit of woody toastiness. So let's try it with the water edition. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
If it changes anything.
Cheers, bro.
I've noticed just through my whiskey drinking experience that seems, I mean, it's going to be different for every whiskey, but it seems like a lot of the time when I add water, I get a little bit longer of a finish and more to draw from over time in the whiskey, which is nice. The flavors last a little bit longer before they dry out. There's even more of a touch of a chocolate really quickly, but you may not detect that. Definitely more of the rye spice, less of the menthol. You get a little bit of that, but more of the peppercorn, kind of a rye spice, more of a woodier note at this point. It's just sweeter in general, more cinnamon, more of the allspice, more of the vanilla. It doesn't quite go into like a doughy flavor. It doesn't have the Cinnabon flavor with the cinnamon roll dough. It's not quite that. Maybe or of actual malts in this beer, you would get that, but not quite. There's a little touch of a graininess. It's not the smoothest thing on the planet Earth, but it is riding very nicely. I've been doing this to the bottle, so I must kind of like it in some regard. I can see where some people would say maybe that's the ethanol talking. That seems like it's a little young at the 4 years. They're using more of the 4 year than the 8 year, I would imagine, to blend the whiskey. Yeah, so there's a woodiness towards the finish. There's a dry wood, oak, and slightly charred barrel kind of a presence to it. The finish is just about subsided. So it's really good. I think you could use this for a multitude of applications. I think you could sip this neat, or this would actually be a really good one with a little bit with an ice cube in it, with an ice ball, I guess, with a whiskey ball in it. That would be really good. You could mix this in a cocktail, and I think it would stand up pretty good. Do I think that when I paid $50 for it, did I think that this was a good value? Not really. I think there are other bourbons that cost half the price or at least 1.5 times cheaper. That's either on par or maybe a little bit better. And now that this is $60, I definitely wouldn't willingly go out and buy it again at that price. It is a very nice whiskey. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time with the bottle. We'll think about a rating, but yeah, this isn't a repeat buy just due to the price alone. I think if it were closer to a $40 bottle or net 30, anywhere between $30 and $40 would be a great value for this, but they probably wouldn't do that. It's Kentucky Owl. They're an expensive brand to begin with. So I'll sip and I'll think, and I'll get back to everybody with the final verdict on that one. So let's put everybody in the order they have come into channel. Let's go back to Alex, the beer master.
Well, I'm going to give.
On the small.
It's already done. I'm going to give the beer a 90. Good stuff. If you can get Saranac S'mores lager, I'll try to find the porter. Maybe we can do examination. Other than that, that's a good beer.
On the hard shit, nigga.
And if you can get it, please do. Thank you, my friend.
All right, short and sweet. That's what we like. Cheers. All right, Bubbaroo, what you say?
Stunning. I thought I had time. Thanks, Alex. Yeah.
I normally talk the ear off everybody, but I have nothing to say.
The nice thing about this beer now, I mean, as it's set and warmed up a bit, and maybe as I've gotten more room in the glass, it has opened up just a little bit. It allows a little bit more of some citrusy type notes to kind of come through. It's a little bit more of that kind of peachy. I'm still getting some weird malty thing going on. It still almost has that kind of like EQ oxidized thing, but it has opened up just a little bit more. It's a bit nicer. So I'm going to be a bit nicer than what my original score was. And I'm going to go ahead and land this one at a 39 out of 50, which puts it as a good beer.
Nice.
Cheers, Mark.
Yeah.
Still not one I would probably go back to, though. It's just kind of, it's not hitting me in the feels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To each their own. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice. Yeah.
For the beer man for the final score.
All right, man. Let's pull up my notes. No, like a chocolate banana walnut tea, candied peanut butter thing. It's really, yeah. You got a little walnut. I don't know. I'm getting walnut. Not strong and holds like a decent mouthfeel and body. It's very drinkable. It's drinkable. Like I said, it's not terrible. It's okay. I wish it had more of a real peanut taste over the candied taste. I wish I really like the real peanut, but that banana was real nice. Actually, I don't know if it was from the yeast or what was going on, but the malts. But it was really nice actually, with a hint of peanut butter. Well, not a hint; it was a lot of peanut butter, but candied peanut butter. But no, the roasted malts, everything was good, man. A good drinkable 7.6. Imperial Stout, very nice. I'm going to give it an 87 out of 100. Definitely B plus-ish. So, in my opinion, I don't know. I need to try more of these peanut butter stouts and see what I can find that really suits me. This wasn't bad, though. A good approach. So, cheers. That's what I got.
Cheers, baby.
Very good. Nice. Thank you, beer man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And if anybody didn't see, Commerce Ozzy's drinking the KBS Mackinac Fudge. He gave that from 2022 a 99 this evening in the chat.
Awesome. I'm glad you clarified that because I thought it was the KBS male, female.
No, Mackinac Fudge. Nope.
Mostly Mackinac Fudge.
All right. So the Ranger Experimental IPA. So this is their number 8 with strictly Amarillo hops. They did a really good job with this one. Definitely opens up my palate a little bit more to try more American IPAs. Definitely going to try to search them out a little bit more. This is a great blend between flavor notes that you would get out of a New England and flavor notes that you would get out of a West Coast. Rather than repeating myself, with what I've already said, I will say that this is very drinkable. It hits the spot if you're a New England IPA drinker, if you're a West Coast IPA drinker. They did a really good job. If you could find this variety pack, because I think that's mainly what they release these experimental IPAs in, is the variety pack. Go look out for this one. Go try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. I'll give it a 94 out of 100. I like it. Good job. Good job.
Awesome.
Putting out some hitters, I will say. So, cheers.
Cool.
Hi, Jean. It's Peter. Cheers.
Cheers, John. Cheers to you too. Cheers to
AKA
everyone.
the KBS double pennant. Whoa. Oh, now you ask for support? Yeah. Gotta get the word out there. My bitch Nightbot is helping me spread the word. Cheers. All right. Okay. We got the why. I'm a wise man. I'm a wise man today. Oh, what did that Sam Smalley guy? What's that Sam Smalley guy said something earlier? He said something about, I'm hitting the hard shit. Woo. Great beer or whiskey review. Thank you, sir. All right. So the wise man. Oh yeah, there he is. Fark, yeah, Eric is on the hard shit. Well, sometimes you drink a lot less. Well, sometimes if you drink the whiskeys. Okay, so yeah, at this point, there's way more vanilla, way more baking spice. Even just now sitting with the water a little bit. So try it again with the water edition. It's raining big time outside. All right, way more of the rye spiciness and the oak tannins are coming out further. I think this whiskey, for it being in the 4 to 8 years, I do think it's a little proofy. I do think some of the alcohol is present, and the water or some ice, especially the water, is helpful to kind of try to open this thing up and get past some of that youthfulness that's sort of in the bottle. But there's a lot to pull from. To me, there is a little bit of complexities. If you let it sit, it opens up. It's been opening up and aerating since opening the bottle. And when you put the water in or your ice and you let it sit inside of your whiskey, I'm already seeing that it's opening up and changing. I do like some rye spice. This might be a little much on the rye spiciness compared to what else is in there. It's not the most balanced whiskey on the planet Earth, but I do like the ride. I do like the journey. I'm not terribly put off by the alcohol. Again, this is one that I like better with water or ice as opposed to just plain old neat. I think it's a terrible value at $60 now. Even at $50, I thought it was a terrible value. $30 to $40 would be better. So I'll give this, well, actually, Whiskey Advocate, this came out last year. I didn't mention that. And Whiskey Advocate is the big whiskey magazine. It's sort of like a Beer Advocate in magazine form. They gave this bourbon, it was their number 17 of the year. I think that's out of 20 different whiskeys. Yeah. I don't know if I would rank this number 17, but this is a really nice addition if you haven't had it yet. I'll give this just due to like youthfulness alone and some of the alcohol. I'll give it a couple of denotations down. I don't think it's quite the A range, but I think it's a high B plus. I would give this an 88 out of 100. I would recommend you trying it, especially at a bar. I think they're better options at your liquor store than the Wise Man here. I think some of the Evan Williams products for twice as cheap or even cheaper are better options. And I think some of the Four Roses Select or some of the Four Roses small batches in their single barrel in the $30s to $40 or $45 range is a much better experience for way cheaper than this bottle. So yeah, 88. There's a lot to like about it. It does go through some changes and some directions that are nice. And again, it's got stereotypical bourbon flavors with a nice journey involved. But yeah, 88 out of 100. Not too shabby at all. So, all right, I will put the order we all came in over here. I'll switch. Holy crap. There we go. I'll switch and go to the bottom of the screen here. So we will we're gonna start wrapping this up, but if we want to go around like we normally do in the whiskey or whiskey dumb in the beer community and shout out what's going on in everybody's programs on their YouTube channels, that would be cool. Everybody here basically they do. Everybody here's got a YouTube channel, so hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll know when people are going live. Everybody's got their own beer review channel. Their names are here, but then again, we'll let everybody speak for themselves, and we'll start with Alex the Beer Master for a update on what's going on the Alex Beer Master channel YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also eating my dinner too because I'm hungry.
Right.
Good Friday. We're gonna be, guys wonder what it is? It's pepperoni hot pocket and cheesesteak.
Nice.
And some Cheetos and some Fritos or Cheetos. Food Fire, we're gonna be doing fish fillet sandwiches and whatever you want to bring, beer, drinks, whatever drinks you want. Again, so it's up to you. Around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, fish fillet sandwiches. Bring any drink you want, whether it's beer or not. Again, it's still a beer channel, but that's what I'm saying. Bring beer or not bring beer. It's whatever you want to do. Still alcohol, it's still anything your heart desires. And then tomorrow night around 10 o'clock, 10:30, Alex and friends. You can bring alcohol or no alcohol. You can bring anything you want. It's just Alex and friends, just hanging out. That's why I do it. So you can do whatever you want, whether it's drinking alcohol or beer or just hang out in general. You don't have to drink anything at all. But no, it's still a beer channel, but don't worry. And it's still a food channel, but hey, sometimes you gotta take a break from it. So it's still doing that. I'm still doing that, obviously. But yeah, so don't forget, Alex and friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30, and then obviously other shows. Check out legendary, Rick Jopolis. Check him and his dad and his what's it called? His friend Bear. Yep. So check all that out around whatever time he brings beer reviews. So, and then also you get to see his wife too. Forget about that. Don't forget about that. And also, don't forget FLX beer reviews. Check him out. It's all beer reviews, or anything. They're comedians. You know how it goes. Check out FLX beer reviews, and then check out John and Nelly, Georgia beer reviews. He does beer buddies sometimes, and he does Stout Sundays. Stout Sundays is around 10:30 in the morning. Get your stouts and porters on. Check it out. And I'm going to shut up and let other people shout some channels. Cheers.
Very good. All right. Bumpy can shout the channel out. Bumpy Road Brews.
Yeah. Currently, for the next few weeks, I'm putting out a video a day, so check that out. Good stuff coming on. Well, you can't really say it's good stuff, but there's the thing with Dan from FLX and myself. We did a beer review together with the power of StreamYard, and we're both going to be releasing that this Friday. So it's the same thing. We both, it was recorded once and just shared with both of us, but we both got to edit our own. So you can maybe watch both of them just to see what the difference is with who did what and whatnot. But yeah, that'll be out this Friday on both our channels, FLX Beer Reviews and mine, Bumpy Road Brews. Saturday, I'm releasing my first video that I have from the Beer Tuber Palooza that we did back in September. It was just a few weeks ago. Beer Tuber Palooza, and bunch of great YouTubers were there, including that guy down there, and yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a good time. Just a good time. It's definitely a different a different video format to try to edit. Basically, you can't edit it because it's just so much stuff going on. So you basically just get a view as to what the hell the situation was at this big gathering. And then live stream on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's new brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. I'll give a quick shout out to Josh over at Last Beer. If he does do his live show, it's on Sunday nights at usually 8 p.m. But sometimes it starts at 7:30. He's done that before. So yeah, just be checking out that Last Beer.
Yeah.
And that's my cue to mute my mic.
Right.
All right.
All right, beer man.
Well, Beer and Cheese is open, 8 o'clock Eastern. Just bring what you want. And if you don't have cheese and beer, just participate in the chat. We all like you. So come on along. No, we love you. We love you so much. No, but and Wednesday will be a Nightmare Before Christmas theme for the 4 weeks of Halloween in October. For I Like Your Style or Illus. So bring a Nightmare Before Christmas theme. Disney will probably kill me for having an intro that takes some of their stuff away, or like they're gonna want some money from me and stuff like that. But so screw them, screw Disney.
Well, screw Disney. Well, wait a minute.
But I'm working on a brewing video right now for my first brew that I did. So look out for that. A lot of mess ups and a lot of this and a lot of that, but that's just part of learning the system and everything else. And then I've had a few videos that have gone up. So if you want to see those, I've got some stuff from Arizona Wilderness that I was able to get while I was down for my dad's funeral. I went to their brewery and it was really good. Now I can get them here. It's really cool. So I'll be putting those up soon. Actually, I think I'm going to mix one with East Coast show after this. And then 3 people, just real quick. I want to shout out Beer Hounds Beer Reviews. He sent me a few beers, and I really appreciate it. Just beer of the moment. I like the beer of the moment. No, it's really cool for someone to do that. So thank you. He's got 820 subscribers. Let's get him to 1,000. Good dude. Very good dude. Very nice guy. Very in Southern California. Dickie's Beer Reviews. Check him out as well. I'm sure most of us know about Dickie. Dickie's a great dude as well. He's in Vegas area. He's got a beer review, Bad Beat Brewing Saison. He stepped it up and went to a Saison. That's good.
Nice.
Stoneyard Vineyards, another one real quick. Good dude too. Very nice, funny guy. He's always brewing beer. And he's been doing these brewing the worst brewer kind of things lately and stuff like that. So, yeah, good stuff. So, cheers to the community and cheers to you guys. Thank you, Eric. Cheers.
Nightbot wants a.
How many more can I say? Cheers.
Oh, whoa! Cheers. All right, East Coast liquor reviews with.
All right. So,
You
tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be doing Willet Mix, cuvee, some beers, mix up some cocktails, whatever you want to do. It's a little bit more of a laid-back, open bar style show. We will be presenting what we're mixing, but for the most part, we go back to full panel and just kind of hang out and shoot shit, have a good time, talk about what we're drinking, and look forward to that at 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Saturday. I don't have any plans for Saturday, so I'm hoping to do my Rate That Beer that I haven't done in a while. So it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday.
Cool.
And I actually just released a video from Beer Tuber Palooza. I do have a beer from Long Live Beer Works. Shout out to Josh, actually, Last Beer, for showing me a good company, a good brewery, I will say. They make some good beers. Go check out that video. I have a couple other ones that I have to drop. Unfortunately, there was one video that was recorded, but the audio was missing. Somehow it didn't record the audio, so that video won't be put out, which was first Biden's beer I had, or first Biden's beer reviewed. But unfortunately, like I said, it won't be released. But there's a little bit of a snippet of that on the Beer Tuber Palooza vlog style video. Yeah, shout outs for some other people. Check out FLX Beer Reviews, Dan and Mike. They're in that video that I just recently released. And also check out Joe from the Beer Patrol. I believe he just dropped a video a few hours ago with him. No Hype Beer Reviews. No Hype Beer Reviews actually has a video from Beer Tuber Palooza. Check that out. And Keith, 93 Lumber, spelled out. Go check out those guys. And yeah, thanks for having me tonight, Eric. Cheers, man.
Got it. All right. So we're going to do the Wild Card Wednesday again on this show, on this program on Thomas Metal 75 channel YouTube for the Massachusetts Beer Reviews. Again, if you're living under a rock and you forgot what you were watching, it's Wild Card Wednesdays. Bring any beer, wine, spirit. We're gonna have some fun. Just seriously, the only real thing I ask is don't be a douche. Don't be super drunk and stumble over anybody that's trying to talk. Give everybody the time of the day like we normally do, and everything will be good. So yeah, Tanner's got another program. Go check that out at the top of the hour. Will it mix? Probably. But you'll find out. Will it mix? Probably. If you try hard enough, it'll mix. Let's see. Go try and watch tomorrow evening Bourbon Bounty. You'll learn something about the whiskeys, more than you will from me. And you may be entered during the program, if you're there long enough, to get into a raffle to win some samples of some whiskeys and different bourbon products. That would be cool. Go check out Bourbon in the Van. That's another cool whiskey show. They do a 5-sip Friday where somebody sends them a sample of a blind sample of a whiskey. They tell them what it is. They have it in an envelope, and they get 5 sips to try to figure out what style whiskey it is, what's the proof, and possibly if you know a distillery, go and try to figure that one out. So that's a really cool program. We talked about Dickie's beer reviews. Go check out Luke John's beer reviews. I don't know if Sam Smalley's got a YouTube channel yet, but he's got a pretty extensive Instagram with some really awesome photos down in Australia of the beers that he's been drinking. So go check that guy out. Thank you to Nightbot for keeping the channel and the chat going smoothly over there. That's the way to join. If you want to join, you email me during the program and we can let you on. You're living under Nightbot. Yes. So go check out Miscellaneous Magnets. Go check out JV's Hangouts. Go check out Beer Masters up there. Go check out Ridgeopolis. Hell, if you've been around the YouTube beer community, go check out Jay Terrio. But if you've been around the beer community, you know there's a lot of other people that would take way too long to announce. So once again, I will say to go and hit subscribe to everybody, hit the notification bell, you know when they are going live and what videos they're putting up. So cheers, everybody. Thanks for joining. And as I like to say, well, my glass is empty, but as I like to say, keep tasting those great beers or whiskeys or liquors, and we shall see you soon.
We shall.
This sounds the beer man. Hold on, let me put this away because I don't want to be breaking glass. That would not be good. That would not be good for the channel. This sounds the beer master. We have to get out too, but it's true. It will happen. This sounds the beer master, and we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This sounds beer master signing out. Cheers, everybody.